Welcome to the 2020 SOTA Update number 2. I'm your host, Wanda Borland, and I'm glad to have here with me
Regina Ayars.
Today we're going to talk about some important information concerning the upcoming 2020 Southern Oregon Television Awards, also known as SOTA 2020. SOTA is a friendly competition held at RVTV amongst RVTV producers, and this year we invite SOU students to enter their videos as well. All the SOTA nominees will be particularly interested in hearing the news in this episode, and it might interest viewers to learn about some of the behind-the-scene workings of producing this event.
David Glamour, Dave Nenow, is the executive producer of the show this year, and I believe Cosmo Tagato is the director, and Paul Allen is the script supervisor. Paul has really worked on these for numerous years. He's done a lot. And Keegan VanHook, Rogue Valley TV Public Access Coordinator, is taking care of the balloting and the voting and everything that entails. And I believe he's actually rustling up some excellent SOU students. So the excitement is revving up here in preparations to start the event.
Yes. This year we are using an online site called Film Freeway to upload all our 30-second clips and for our voting. But first, here are some important deadlines for you to know about. So the first deadline is Sunday, January 5th, which is the submission deadline. And that means all of the nominees have had to go on Film Freeway and create their account and then upload their clips to the Film Freeway Festival page.
And then 5 days later, on January 10th, the voting actually begins.
Yes, and once January 10th comes around, then Keegan VanHook will open up the voting screens, and he's telling me that's a very simple process to do the voting.
We hope so.
And we on the SOTA Planning Committee will be emailing out to all the nominees how to conduct their voting. And then
that's 2 weeks later. You talked about the 24th. So the event leading all these dates leading us up to February 8th, 2020, and that is the live broadcast of the SOTA 2020 show. Now later in the show, Wanda is going to demonstrate how to use Film Freeway, and we hope it goes smoothly, Wanda. So the producers will be submitting their programs and uploading their 30-second video clips, and we will vote. But first, let's talk about who is this year's SOTA 2020 Master, or is it Mistress, of Ceremony?
That possibly could be Madame.
Madame,
but
okay.
Let me back up just another moment for the deadlines. I don't think we actually did cover the Friday, January 24th deadline for voting.
Oh, we missed one of the deadlines. I can't believe it.
And what that means is we have 2 weeks to go onto the RVTV archive site and view these nominated programs so that we'll know how to vote. And Keegan has kindly brought up that.
Great. There it is. Again. Yeah, that gives us 2 weeks. I think that's plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Regina.
So let's talk about Julie.
For interrupting you.
Julie Akins. Let's talk about Julie.
Yes, Julie.
So
there's Julie.
Yes, that's a great picture of her. So why don't you tell us a little bit about her background?
Julie is an amazing woman, a strong, independent thinker. She's been a journalist for over 20 years. And she has had careers in newspaper, radio, and television. And
she's also the founder and executive director of a nonprofit organization, the Journey Home Foundation. Yes.
Let's bring up her website. So people at home can see what that looks like. That should be that's the number 3
Yeah,
in
that's
the
Journey Home
GFX
Foundation.
one.
There it is,
Yeah,
lower
that's the
third.
lower third, but we also have an image of the actual website. A few months ago, Julie had to change, Julie changed the name of her foundation to the Journey Home Foundation.
Okay.
Previously, it was called Vehicles for Changes.
Changes,
Yeah.
okay.
Julie recently received some, there's her homepage there.
Oh,
her
that's a lovely family.
That's the Flood family.
Is that the first
The
to
first
receive?
family
Oh, sweet.
that moved into schooling.
Great, great.
Okay, so Julie recently received some national media attention.
She's
for
big
her
time.
Journey Home Foundation.
She is.
Converting these buses into sustainable homes for families. So Julie recently appeared on the Kelly Clarkson show. Let's watch a clip from that appearance.
Bus use old change to ride the bus. Our next guest uses old buses to make a change in the world. See what we did there? She converts used school buses into housing for the homeless. Please welcome the founder of Vehicles for Changes, Julie Akins. So, it is such a beautiful thing. We just moved here from Nashville, and homelessness is a huge issue there in Nashville. And what drew you to this cause?
Well, what drew me to the cause is I'm a journalist, so I started looking at homelessness.
Just full of journalists today.
I know, what's up? I started looking at homelessness back in 1986, and I saw the changes over the years, and I started seeing, even in my little town, whole families out on the street, living in the backseat of the cars and just in terrible conditions. So I wanted to know what was going on. So I traveled the West Coast all the way down to Slab City, which is a super cool place and very interesting what's going on there in the homeless community. I interviewed over 1,000 people, and when I was out there, I started talking to families about what they need, like what would they want. And I met a woman who was living in a school bus with her 7 kids. Her husband was in the process of dying, and they ran out of money to finish their bus. I'm sad to tell you she lost her children, and her story stuck in my mind, and I kept thinking about it off and on. And then one night I had this dream, and I pictured a bus with these beautiful window boxes with red flowers, and I woke up excited about that, and I wrote a blog saying this was my dream. And the next day I got an email from a woman I had never met who promised $25,000 a year for 5 years.
What? How do you select who gets the buses? Like, who gets the homes?
Okay, so we look for people, we do want people who have some income because we want them to have skin in the game. So there's a lot of working people who just can't afford first, last, and deposit. So we're looking for folks like that. You gotta be clean and sober because like you're on a bus, so you can't be like drunk driving your house down the road. So we needed clean and sober.
People that are really wanting to get out.
Wanting a hand up. And so, to be honest, there's no shortage. And that's how we qualify them. And then, if they live in that bus for a year and they like it, we have a buyer's program. So they can buy that bus and never have to worry about being homeless.
Wow. We actually have some surprise guests on Skype for Julie. Please say hello to David Flood, his wife Jennifer, and their 3 children, Rayleigh, David Jr., and Noah. They are the first family to live in a schoolie. Hello, Flood family. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Hi. We're doing awesome. Oh my gosh. So, okay, David, you were homeless before the schoolie, right? Tell me about that. How did that happen?
Well, we were living in the same place for about 10 years, and the person we pay rent to was always very kind and gracious to us. But our income changed so drastically, and all of a sudden that we ended up out on the street. At first, we lived in a very beautiful campground. We had a great tent and a lot of nice camping stuff. But then they closed the campground down for renovations, and we really didn't know what to do. So all 5 of us ended up living in our car. When the weather started getting a little colder, I didn't really know what to do. Maybe drive further down south where it'd be warmer. I don't know. But my wife Jennifer had seen Vehicles for Change, and so we put off calling her for a while. But when Jennifer finally called her and talked to her a couple of times, it just seemed to take on a life of its own. And we got picked as the first family for Vehicles for Change.
It's so great.
Well, that was wonderful. That was a wonderful story, yeah.
Yeah. And shortly after she appeared on the Kelly Clarkson show, Julie was featured on a spot on CNN. Let's take a look at that clip.
Well, the woman in Oregon found a unique way to help them. Julie Akins is the founder of Vehicles for Change. Her group turns school buses into tiny homes for working homeless families. This all started with a life-changing road trip down the West Coast, and I talked to her about her mission.
I did visit with homeless people up and down the West Coast, and what I saw there actually underscores what Greta Thunberg is saying. Not enough people give a damn. Not enough people give a damn about climate change, and not enough people give a damn about homeless children living on our streets in the United States of America. And that's what I saw. And that's what I documented for my book, One Paycheck Away. There are 1 in 30 children living homeless in the United States of America, arguably one of the wealthiest countries on earth. And what I saw there were people rising in the morning, taking showers with buckets behind towels and sheets, and going to work, full-time jobs, and remaining homeless. And it just really angered me, because there's absolutely no reason why a person working, doing their best, why any child, for that matter, should be homeless in this country.
How do you acquire the buses? Are they easy to come by? I mean, and what's your goal throughout the year? How many of these can you provide?
Well, they're fairly easy to acquire. We've been acquiring them as a gift and donation from school districts, and it's our hope to do 5 a year.
So, Julie, thank you very much for the work you're doing, and I'm so glad you're getting national attention for your programs. And for all the viewers, if you're able to donate to her Journey Home Foundation organization, please do.
Yes, it's exciting she's going to be our MC this year.
Yes.
So let's go back in history a little bit. And the MC for the SOTA 2019 was Pete Belcastro. And we all really enjoy talking about Pete, because he is the guy who started Rogue Valley TV so many years ago. Indeed. And Pete negotiated with local city governments to get contracts, which was an important source of funding for getting Rogue Valley TV off the ground. And to this day, those governments are supporting Rogue Valley TV. Let's watch a short clip of him emceeing the 2019 SOTA show.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the 3rd annual Southern Oregon Television Awards. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're back here for RVTV. I'm back here for one night to help celebrate our community producers. And believe me, we have a lot to celebrate tonight. From more than 70 nominated programs that air on RVTV Voices, those aired in 2018. We're going to present 23 awards. All right, our first category is Best Education Show. Life is learning, and our producers use TV to create a wonderful variety of learning experiences. These are the nominees. Now, we have a lot of them tonight, so to move us along, we'll wait till we watch the clips before we applause, okay? That's the only rule we have tonight, which is pretty good. Okay, that's really cool. Well, that's all for the Southern Oregon Television Awards. Thanks for being with us and supporting public access television here in the Rogue Valley. Let's hear it for our lead donors tonight, Dairy Queen Grill and Chill on Billow Road in Medford, and for Light Art Studio and Cultural Center of Medford, David and Dorothy Nenow. We're also supported by Betty LeDuc, Trader Joe's, North Medford Fred Meyer, and Lend Me a Plate. All right, special thanks to our SOU students for their part in tonight's program, and thank you to the Public Access Advisory Council and the volunteers who created this show and this lovely set. Please read the credits, and congratulations to all the producers. Well done. You're doing a terrific job carrying that 30-year tradition of public access forward in Southern Oregon. We couldn't do it without you, and you're doing a great job, and it's inspiring to everyone. Thank you all, and God bless you all, and good night.
He's a great MC. He really is good. And Pete also does real estate. And here's a short clip from his weekly radio show.
And hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Show on KCMX News Media 880 and on YouTube at realestateshowOregon.com. I'm Pete Belcastro. This is Alice Lima. We're both real estate brokers with John L. Scott in Southern Oregon. We get together with you once a week here on the radio and on YouTube to talk about our favorite subject, kind of Southern Oregon real estate. You're right about one thing, all the tiny lots that we see in the new subdivisions, right, around.
Oh, that's
East
the new
Medford,
that's the new building model,
that kind of thing, and that's where we are. We got a break coming up here in a couple of minutes, but I want to just get the two of you. I got this, the stat of the week I learned, okay? I'm going to share this with you and get your reaction to what you think of it, okay?
And Pete does a great job hosting that radio show.
He does.
Every
He does.
week.
He does.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to 2018. Our MC that year was Julie Gillis. Julie and her husband, Christopher Lucas, were new to the Valley when she accepted our invitation to MC the show, and she did a wonderful job. Julie is the Director of Development at SOP TV, Channel 8. The station is going through a name change starting, now. The new name is SOPBS, Southern Oregon Public Broadcasting Service.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Julie is a master of every social media platform out there. She writes a blog, she's a mom, and an active community member. Julie's connection to RVTV Public Access is through her husband, Chris, who is an instructor of digital cinema at SOU, and actually he has taught a lot of different courses, including media literacy and documentary film production. So back to Julie. Let's take a look at Julie in action.
Hello! Welcome to the second annual Southern Oregon Television Awards. I'm Julie Gillis. I'm the newcomer to the Rogue Valley by about 18 months, moved here from Texas. Well, some of the people you see accepting awards are familiar to you. You probably know everybody in this room. And as an RVTV viewer, many of the producers that you don't see are doing their work behind the camera. It has been an honor to recognize all of you talented people who are bringing quality programming to the viewers in Southern Oregon. Your stories matter so much, and they make such a difference in people's lives on a day-to-day basis. I believe in stories. I've been a storyteller for years and years, and I'm so happy to have landed in a place like the Rogue Valley. On behalf of Public Access Advisory Council in association with Rogue Valley Community TV, thank you for joining us. This has been our second annual Southern Oregon Television Awards. Have a great night.
She did a great job, and she was our first woman MC. You know, now we're going to have our second with Julie. And so now the first SOTA award in 2017, our MC was our own David the Bruce. And, you know, we're sorry to say that David, after 20 plus years as Rogue Valley TV's most prolific field producer, David has decided to step away from Rogue Valley TV and focus on other areas in his life. And we, of course, we all hope that he returns soon.
Yes, we do.
Now, in
David,
addition,
come back.
yeah, David, come back. I love it. In addition to being a busy Rogue TV field producer, David also produced a studio production called Frightfully Brilliant. I actually crewed on that. It was pretty scary. And for years, David taught the Field Producers Certification Workshop, and he served on the Public Access Advisory Council and was on the board of the Rogue Valley Voices, a new nonprofit organization supporting Rogue Valley TV. David, thank you for your many years of service.
Thank you, David.
And we wish you all the best that you do, and we'll see you when you return. Because we like to say around here, once an RVTV producer, always an RVTV producer. So let's take a look at David's emceeing.
And good evening, and welcome to the Southern Oregon Television Awards. I'm David the Bruce. Did you hear that? I'm amongst some of the greatest people in the world. It's a wonderful group of producers who we are here tonight to celebrate.
If you live here in Southern Oregon, give us a call, 541-552-6898. You can become a studio certified producer, literally 4 workshops, do some volunteering. You're a lifetime member here at RVTV. Same with the teacher of our field production certification workshop. Use our edit lab, check out equipment if you take the workshops with this guy. My favorite producer, and it makes me feel bad to say that because you're all great, but David the Bruce right here. Thank you, David.
Well, I'm humbled. On behalf of the Public Access Advisory Council, in association with Rogue Valley Community Television, thank you for joining us. This has been the first, and I hope many more to follow, annual Southern Oregon Television Awards.
Funny. He's a real hoot.
Yes, he is. And I just want to say that Charles Douglas made an appearance in that clip.
He did.
We should say a few words about Charles because he really brought RVTV into the digital era.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us, he brought along kicking and yelling, but we're there. And I'm sorry to say, Charles has moved on to greener pastures.
He's got a good job opportunity.
Yeah, he's managing a public access television station in Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
So, Charles, we miss you and we thank you for everything that you did for us.
Yeah. Okay, you're on. You're on,
now
Wanda.
we go on to the live demonstration. And for this demonstration, hopefully we can.
This is for Film Freeway.
For Film Freeway,
right.
And hopefully you'll be seeing the laptop screen up on the output there shortly. And for our demonstration, we are going to make an account for our floor manager, Nora Costley. And so here's the Film Freeway website. I clicked on sign up over here, and let's see, you can't see my mouse up there on the screen, can you? But anyway, when you click on sign up, it brings up this window right here, and you want to click on sign up with email. So I'm doing that now, and I'm not sure why this box has come up, but oh good, it went away. So I'll type in Nora's name, first name, last name, email address, Nora Costley @gmail.com. And I'm going to select a password, and I better write this down so I don't forget it later on. Okay, here we go.
Are you going to pass that on to Nora, the password?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
So what do you, oh, I see. Thanks, Nora. I needed to add a C in there. Yes, I'll pass along to Nora what her
so she can
Film
get
Freeway password is. So, and then I just leave this checked. I want to submit my work or get tickets to festival. And then you go down here to log in. And you click that, and this login screen comes up, and it kind of looks like the one we saw previously, but this time I'm going to actually, it auto-filled with Nora's email and the password, and now I'm going to click on login. Would you like, and I never let my username be saved. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I needed to type in the password. And then I'll click on login. And so why am I getting stuck here? Let me try this again. And Keegan in the control. Yes, Keegan?
You actually did it wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So should I just go to the...
Yeah, you should just restart. You hit login instead of sign up. You need to hit sign up when you're making an account.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yep.
So Oh no, this is a
Hey,
real
this-
thing. This
This
is a real
casual.
thing.
I mean, people make mistakes. They do, and they need to go back.
Yeah, so here we
problem.
go. I clicked sign in, got this page, got this sign up page. I wish the mouse would show up. And so I click on sign up with email. And in the first name field, here's the first name. And I don't know if that water fountain cooler sound is coming across, but here we go. I'm typing in Nora's email, and I will use that same password.
Now you do sign up.
So
Sign
now I
up?
do sign up here, right, Keegan?
Yes.
Okay.
There we
Yes,
go.
thank you, Keegan. That's why he's running everything.
That's right.
Project type, film, video, project title, solution-based news. And feel free to, jump in, Keegan, if you see I'm doing anything wrong. Nora, what's a brief synopsis of your program?
The episode or the program in general?
I'd say the program, Solution-Based News.
Finding solutions for world problems.
Great. Thank you for that. The website, I just put in the RVTV's
Yes.
website here. And, how do I scroll down on this? Tab. No Twitter, no Facebook, no Instagram. Thank you, Regina.
I'm an Apple user.
Do that again for me, please, because it likes your touch. It doesn't. No, back up, please. And then just the next year. Okay. Birthday. I don't know if we need to enter birth date, but I'm just going to enter something.
My birthday, 29.
4/2, really? I picked the right month? Okay, might as well, since
You're an
you don't mind
Aries.
sharing that, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to share my date, year of my birth, please.
Can you scroll down the years? Oh, you go up. We're looking for 1992? Jeez.
No, 89.
1989.
There it is.
There. Okay, and okay. Credits.
I didn't fill any of that
left that
in.
blank.
Specs I didn't fill
Specifications.
in.
Well, I'm not sure if it matters. Keegan, does it matter if we put any of this stuff in?
I didn't put any of that in.
Okay.
There's where you. Yeah.
Here I did put.
Categories should not matter.
Thank you. I'll go ahead and put our city. And
Yeah, all the way at the bottom.
there we go.
No.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Distributor's name, you know what? I like to put.
I think that's Rogue Valley TV.
Yes, that's what I was going to
Yeah.
put there. Should I just put RVTV?
Yeah.
RVTV, okay.
Save project.
And then now you're ready to save project. Congratulations, your project has been created. Okay, so I'll close that. And we're going to move on to how to upload your 30-second clip. And I'm going to do that by, in order to upload your clip, you have to be logged into Film Freeway. Since we just created an account and we are logged in, I'm going to go up here and just open another window and go to the Film Freeway homepage. No, excuse me. We need to go to the link that Keegan has set up for us. And I think that's just Film Freeway SOTA. Yes. That should get us there. There it is. We're right there. And so, you know, as it is with computers, there's different ways of doing things. So you could probably get here from another place, from your account login or whatever. But right now, I opened another page, went to the Film Freeway SOTA link, and I'm going to click Submit Now. And because Nora's logged in, here her solution-based news comes up into Select Project. And then the question is, how do you know what category you're in? So Keegan, if you could come back to me on the camera, I want to show this spreadsheet that all the producers received, and it's a listing of all the producers, all the nominated programs, and their categories. So you can use the spreadsheet that got emailed out to everybody, and so that's how you'll know which category.
You know, I think I made a mistake because I think I listed multiple categories. I need to go back in and change that to the one that I'm in, yes.
Good.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Now, in what category? Anyway, so we'll choose education, standard, and free. So if you can see where I marked that there. And let me just go back to my sheet here. Okay, so we have submitted her one program, and now I want to, there, got it scrolling.
Add to cart.
I want to add to cart and check out, because there's only one program that we're submitting at this time. And then we want to go down here and complete order. Sounds like you've been through this, Regina.
I did it.
Now this is what I got. I got this important. This submission requires further action.
I got that too.
Please review the submission instructions below. What I discovered was that if you scroll down, you'll see this area under submission instructions. Visit the My Project page and upload a link or digital version of
Oh, it's asking for your link.
So I'm clicking on that link now, and it brought me up to this page, and I'm not exactly sure what do my instructions tell me to do. Where I click My Project, and then we click the View Project tab. Okay, so I'm going to click on View. And sure enough, here we are, it says choose a file. And I wonder how long this one is. Let's try, because I didn't plan well enough to actually load a test file in here. Well, let me take a chance and try this. Oh, good, it doesn't tell you the length of it. I'll go ahead and click open. Oh, invalid file format. So, yeah, so.
Just copy pasting the link from archive.org.
Oh, good suggestion, but that sounds a little complicated right now. Let me just say, when you click on choose a file, your directory structure will come up, and then you can drill down to where you've saved your 30-second clip, select that, and you'll be on your way to uploading the file. So I just want to say that remember, when you're ready to upload your clip, remember to log into Film Freeway first, and then you'll be able to upload your clip.
And vote.
And vote. When
Vote.
Keegan
Very
turns that
important.
on,
Yes.
we'll
Voting.
create a little snapshot images for you to help producers move along with that.
And we really want to encourage SOU students to submit their videos for this year's SOTA event. Your video will be played on Rogue Valley TV Voices, and it will be, David, move it along there, buddy. It will be posted on Rogue Valley TV's archives, which is how the voting field will be able to, what's the term we're using, voting field? How we will be able to vote. Now, your video will be part, well, I just said that, okay.
Yeah. So let's, Keegan, can we bring up your lower third? So if, you know, any part of this, if people have questions, they can, oh, thank you for updating your email there, Keegan. I wasn't sure if we wanted to use that one. So I hope you don't get, dozens and dozens of emails. And also, let's bring up a lower third 7 to show people, or maybe you'd already done that and I hadn't paid attention. Okay.
What, Voices, websites, and channels?
Yes.
Yeah, this is, have you got that lower third, number 7? There we go. Perfect.
There, yeah, let's keep that up for a moment. So let me go on with this. Yeah, let's bring up the SOTA invitation now. That should be the in a GFX, the number 4 image, because what you'll see on the screen shortly is the invitation. We are inviting you all, especially the RVTV producers, the SOU student nominees, to come on down to the Digital Media Center and be a part of the live broadcast on February 6, 2020.
February 8th.
Oh, yes. Pardon me. It's on Saturday, February 8th, 2020. Regina, you want to cover the agenda we have?
So we're going to have a social hour, and it's going to have complimentary beverages and food provided by Rogue Valley Voices Board. And that starts at 5:30. This says 6 here, but I believe it's 5:30. We want to have more time to socialize.
Yes,
and
to eat and drink.
That's correct. So then we'll be moving into the studio where Wanda and I are broadcasting from right now at 6:50. That gives us 10 minutes to settle in, and then we'll have a live broadcast at 7 p.m.
So I'm curious, control room, can you let us know what the running time is at this time?
37 minutes.
Oh, wonderful, thank you. So let's play one more clip. And Keegan, this is number 7 in your DDR1, the SOTA 2019 recap that was filmed and edited by our own Keegan VanHook. So let's take a look at that to give you just some, feeling of what the 2019 SOTA Awards program was like.
On Saturday, February 23rd, public access producers from all across the Rogue Valley gathered here at the Digital Media Center for the 3rd annual Southern Oregon Television Awards.
Tonight is a big win because I'm partying with some of the most exceptional people I've ever met in my life. They're so creative, they're so giving, they're so on fleek. What can I say?
Well, I have 2 shows. I'm co-host with Carol Boyson on Girl Talk, and then also I have my own show called Getaway Girl that I started, I've got about 6 episodes, but I only do 1 a quarter.
Well, I've been doing mostly short videos, plus I did a couple of one-timers in the studio last year, and they were quite fun too.
Well, let me just say I have 2 programs, A Focus On and Animals Matter.
Learners can improve their English skills with this.
Many awards were won by some great personalities, but the night's big winner was David Glamour Dave Nenow.
Hello, I'm David Glamour Dave Nenow here at the 3rd annual Southern Oregon Television Awards. A little bit more nerve-wracking for me this year compared to last year. I guess I'm in more categories in comparison to last year. What I'd really like to win would be once again to win for Rogue Artisans and Crafters. It's a really personal show for me, and I'd like to be able to see my mother win for Best Set Design, since she is like my principal set designer. And this is my mother, Dorothy. So, and So we're hopeful to be able to win for Best Set Design, to recognize all her hard work for all the shows that she works on.
Me.
Yeah.
People that we're all volunteers. So obviously you must like what you're doing, you wouldn't be doing this. And so it's really great to acknowledge people's efforts throughout the year.
It's just a great group of people, you know. Lots of creative types, you know, and when you get a lot of creative types together, wow, it's beautiful. So that's what caused all this.
Here at Rogue Valley Community Television, it seems the 3rd annual SOTA Awards is going to be a night to remember. This has been Keegan Vanhook, reporting from the Digital Media Center in Ashland.
Nice shot there, Keegan. Okay, well, we've come to the end of the program.
We have. We made it through.
We made it through. Thank you to the all-volunteer crew, all 3 of you, Keegan Vanhook, Glamour Dave Nenow, and Nora Costley. Thank you for taking this time out of your busy lives to come down and help us with this program. And thank you, SOU, for supporting public access media. And thank you, Regina, for joining me today.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I
appreciate
enjoyed
you,
it very
and
much.
it was a lot of fun.
And so for all of us at Rogue Valley TV, we wish you all the best for this holiday season. And we will see you in 2020.
On February 8th for the live broadcast of the SOTA 2020 Awards Show. Bye.
Bye.